If you have visited Changi Airport in the 90s and early 2000s, does this sound ring a bell? If it does, then you're probably old enough to remember that Changi Airport used to have a very different Skytrain to the one we have today. The Changi Airport Skytrain is a free automated people mover system that helps passengers move between terminals. However, when the airport first opened in the early 80s, there was only one terminal. When Terminal 2 came about in 1990, a new Skytrain was launched alongside it to connect the two terminals together, with both public and transit sections. The first Skytrain used the AdTrans C100 rolling stock, the same one used in the Miami Metro Mover, most famously seen in the movie Bad Boys 2. The station had distinctive pitch platform screen doors that looked like wider versions of the lift doors in the airport at the time. It's very hard to find footage of this old Skytrain on YouTube, and the best one I could find is this one that you're seeing here. I actually remember recording a similar POV shot with a home camcorder in the early 2000s, but I've lost the footage, so unlucky me I guess. This Skytrain system worked fine until about 2006. Terminal 3 was on the horizon, and the old Skytrain was starting to show its age. This new upcoming terminal was an opportunity to revamp the whole Skytrain network. Apart from building new guideways and upgrading the stations with new shiny glass platform screen doors, the old AdTrans rolling stock was phased out for the new Mitsubishi Crystal Mover, very similar to the ones on the Sengkang and Punggol LRT, minus some small differences here and there. Today, the Skytrain network is much more extensive than when it first started in 1990, with even a guideway segment exclusively for the transit areas. The guideway alignment between T1 and T2 is almost exactly the same as before, except that the guideway type was changed, because the old AdTrans ones was completely incompatible with the Crystal Movers. Most famously, the Skytrain is very closely associated with Jewel, as the trains travelling between T2 and T3 go through Jewel and past the rain vortex, even though it can't actually stop at Jewel because it's also carrying transit passengers. But what happened to the old AdTrans rolling stock? There's not a lot of solid information, but from what I gather, some of them have ended up in private hands and have been used as temporary office space or storage areas. They are private property now, and the owners prefer not to be disturbed by train enthusiasts. So let's just leave it at that for now. This actually made me wish that Changi Airport Group has preserved at least one of the carriages as an exhibit, so that people can still experience a bit of what the old Skytrain was like. The good news is that if that's what you want, there's still somewhat of an option for you. The Bukit Panjang LRT used almost the exact same rolling stock called the Bombardier Innovia APM 100. It's a different company name, but that was because AdTrans was acquired by Bombardier in 2001. The exterior and interior almost feels the same, and even the engine sounds the same as the old Skytrain. The only difference is that unlike the Skytrain and the Miami Metro Mover, it's not free and you have to pay for the rides, and that the old rolling stock will be replaced very soon.